Так, ребятцы, всем доброе утро. Олег, братка, доброго. Мы продолжаем играть в Шерлока. Вот. Чуть попозже будут сурвы, и вечером стрим будет. Яна, доброе утро. Братка, я говорю, я доволен до жопы. Вот. Доволен. Во-первых, очень много было народу. Все общались, чат вообще не замолкал. Со мной общались, между собой общались. Лайков там, ну там, блядь, там 60 лайкосов, плюс-минус. Это, ну, мало того, что это рекорд, это охеренно. Вот. А так, блядь, я доволен прям, блядь, до жопы. Будем проводить почаще такие мероприятия. Людей много пришло, наверное, человек около 20. Вот некоторые остались. Вот Яна пришла, видишь? Каждый стрим здесь. Хорошо. То есть я вижу, как бы сказать, отдачу за свои старания.
Fine, Watson. I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Fine? By Jove, you should have heard the way you called out my name.
It was just a game of shadows.
Ты, братка, как, чё, отдохнул?
I'm glad. This place gives me the chills. What are we dealing with?
Something that's finally interesting.
От души, братка, от души. Ну, мною было выбрано 3 участников, кто прям, по моему мнению, хорошо отыграл. Это Чума, Они хорошо отыграл и Вескер. И мы выбрали одного Мора и одну Аньку. Анькой стала Джуни, а Мором Оксиген. Вот, голосование уже идет, 24 часа. Так что... Мой голос за Чуму. Не знаю, мне Чума очень понравилась. Понравилась по игре, и я как бы учитываю тот фактор, то, что человек выступал первым, как бы первым тяжелее всегда. Вот.
Deep scratches left in a frenzy. The strength it would take to
Ян,
this crate, let alone...
кто там бегал за тобой, скажи? Кого ты там мансил всю ночь?
What on earth? It looks like the scribbling of madmen.
Это да, братка. Мы уважаем, такое уважаем.
Oh, potent. This sensor has more narcotic residues.
Короче, понял. Было интересно ночью, да? Ты смотри побольше меня, там не только тень будет.
They were forcefully removed. Dumpra, a staple of lecturemen's attire in Nepal, gathered from dozens of people at the very least. I must have seen this one before. That explains my hallucinations.
Да.
Miserable food, mass-produced. These clothes were crudely cut off someone. An American, judging by the style.
Ладно, ладно, я рано встал. Вы что так рано вскочили?
Someone used mud to draw a cross in a rectangle. Why?
Блин, у нас снега нет, но морозец. Небольшой, но есть по-любому. Здесь у кого-то головой ударили немножко в стенку, я понял.
Fine rope work, cut by a finer blade. His abdomen is severely bloated. Cyanosis of the lips, marks on the neck. This man was strangled.
Понял, понял. Короче, как он встает, так и ты, да? Вы чё? Кракены общаются.
I hear you.
Угу.
Dozen pendants, all identical and made of tin. I've never
Красивый
seen a
ножичек.
pattern like this before. Old blood stains. An American passport. Amos Colby. Someone got their hands dirty painting this with blood.
Угу. Да, мне нравится тоже Шерлок. Я во все играл, ну, кроме старых. Так, у нас позавчера. У нас тоже погода теплая. Ян, ты откуда?
It seems made for simple experiments. I
Екатеринбург.
wager they could not afford a better
Понял,
set.
понял. ЕКБ. Я служил в ЕКБ. В Елане. Братка, город сам не видел. Так, мельком. В основном я Елань видел, нахуй. Я служил в Елане, и потом, ну, эта учебка была, боевая была в Чебаркуле, Челябинской области. Ну,
This box contained a narcotic substance, much like the one in Kimihia's brazier. Black Edelweiss Institute established 17 something.
так, ну все, что, давай восстанавливать, наверное, да? Он задушен. Это однозначно. Давай ставим так. Здесь удар головой был. Кстати, вот такой вариант. Ну да, наверное, его отсюда повели туда. Так, оставим так пока. Ну, вот это больше похоже на безумие. Архангельск. Да хорошо, хорошо. Братка. На удивление, у меня друг смотрел Шерлока, но я сам не смотрел. Ну, кстати, ты подкинул мне хорошую идею, я думаю, надо в этом, этим вскоре заняться. Так, а здесь кровь, по-моему, да? По-моему, да, давай оставим так. Мне кажется, другой здесь надо вариант.
Many people
Все верно.
went to this place. Their abductors stripped off their clothes and discarded them in a pile. The prisoners were kept in a soporific trance by the use of narcotics. A few tried to resist, but alas, in vain. After a few days, everyone was stuffed in a crate and sent elsewhere. Only one captive was left
Я
behind.
наоборот только в игры играл.
He was strangled to death on this altar.
What the hell is happening, Holmes?
Calm yourself.
Ёб твою мать.
Cannot be.
Блять.
What is it?
Это, наверное, меньше, что я хотел видеть с утра, блядь.
Please tell me we found all we need.
Здорово, малой.
Holmes.
I think we found a bit more than that.
Yet we have no clue as to where those people have been taken.
And that's where you're wrong, Watson. We have more than enough. I just need to connect the dots. How about you pack your suitcase in the meantime, my dear fellow? Just in case.
Так, место расследования, я понимаю, конечно, все завершено. Блять, ну давай мы уберемся, пожалуйста, ладно? Я хочу уже пройти туда. Ты в свою комнату, я в свою, блять. Голова. Этот мертвец на алтаре. Здорово, КДК, здорово. Да. Братка, играем. Вот не знаю, что вчера на мой пинг возмущался. Не знаю, братка. Ладно, я пойду по делам, боже, знаешь. Давай, хорошо. Крис, доброе утро, доброе. Ага. Брать, а медицина или образование? Институт чего, блядь? Ой, да? Я понял. Значит, давай медицину попробуем.
Dr. Watson, how does a trip to Switzerland sound to you?
It sounds unexpected. What makes you think we should head there?
It's all about the box with narcotics and Mr. Colby's clue, the cross inside a rectangle. Put two and two together, add a dash of research, and what do you get? The Black Edelweiss Institute in Interlaken, Switzerland. If we hurry, we can
Там,
still
короче,
catch tonight's train.
до этого часть была. Ватсон, он же, как бы сказать, это сейчас он есть, а до этого у него был, короче, тоже звали его Ватсон, по-моему. И у него же психическое расстройство у Шерлока. Вот. И он видел, короче, грубо говоря, как бы сказать, ну, призрака, с которым он там общался, типа, все дела, тыры-пыры. Вот. И в конце, короче, этой части он там разгадывает загадку смерти матери. И, короче, вот этот, как бы сказать, призрак, который с ним был, начинает, короче, пропадать. Это такой, ну, такой, блядь, жесткий момент. И потом, короче, идет где-то там, спустя какое-то время, там он труп исследует. И, короче, идет Ватсон. А они, короче, похожи. И зовут его, типа, ну, так же, блядь. Ну, типа, такой момент, блядь. Мурашки по коже до сих пор бегут, блядь.
The logic seems inescapable. Yes. You, a surgeon by trade, would have been perfectly useless in that conflict.
What? No.
And how many men have you helped since? Ailments eased, troubles tended?
No more than a handful. Truth be told, I have become somewhat of a recluse.
How many people could you help with 30 years ahead of you? Dozens? Hundreds? Hatchet was correct. You can cease your self-recrimination.
Holmes, I don't know what to say.
I would start with, I am Dr. John Watson, may I look around? The Edelweiss staff will doubtless be eager to show off their facilities to a fellow physician. I have already taken the liberty of sending a letter on your behalf to request a visit.
And what of you?
I shall be pursuing other...
Здесь забыли перевести нам, да, русификатор. Спасибо, я понял.
Notify the local authorities. Otherwise, try a little analysis yourself. You know my methods. Apply them.
Может, психушка. Да Шерлок-то, ёб твою мать. Аркхам Сити? Блять, в Бэтмена играем.
My daughter receives the finest treatment money can buy.
I cannot wait to see her.
No visitors are allowed through here. Professor's orders.
Salutations, madam. I am Dr. John Watson. I was wondering if you've got word of my visit.
Yeah, Dr. Watson, we received your letter on the matter. Would it be to see Professor Gygax?
At their earliest convenience, yes. I shall try not to take up too much of their valuable time.
Wait here, bitte. Mr. and Mrs. Bronson, your girl has made remarkable progress. See? Take a look for yourself. My apologies for keeping you waiting, Dr. Watson. Surely you understand how medical work can make one lose track of time.
Do not be sorry, Professor. I too know the importance of closely attending to patients.
The work hardly stops here, yet the satisfaction of perfecting the mind compels us to persevere.
I take it you welcome many a soul into your establishment?
Admissions, yes. Visitors, though? I am curious as to what brought you to the Schwarzes Edelweiss.
Word of mouth. An article I read back in London spoke highly of your institution. But rather than taking its word for it, I thought I would see things for myself.
My asylum's reputation precedes it, then.
Everyone, your attention, please. Guten day. Yes, hi. Hello. The name's Amos Colby, Northwood Detective Agency, Boston. I got questions that need answers. Who's in charge here?
What seems to be the matter, Dr. Watson? You can tell me.
By Jove, it cannot be him. Right. Yes. I was surprised because that man is a celebrity. Yes, that's it. Very famous, Mr. Colby. I couldn't believe my eyes.
No. In my line of work, it can't wait. The longer it takes
If
me
you
to
wish
get
to
the truth,
recuperate,
the
Dr.
more
Watson,
lives
you
are
may
placed
avail
in
yourself
harm's
of the
way.
guest room.
But I have so much more to discuss.
Nurse, if you'd be so kind as to escort Dr. Watson to the guest room. Herr Colby, from Northwood Agency. How unexpected. I am Professor Gygax. I would be happy to answer your questions in the examination room.
Look, Professor, unless you got any clues as to the whereabouts of...
There is no need to be alarmed. No one gets neglected in my care.
Ёбнутая, короче, психолечебница, я понял.
Now, let's not resort to brute force.
Do not worry, Herr Colby. My methods are rather more delicate. Search him thoroughly. Then take him to the holding chamber. I need to decide precisely what to do with our guest.
Ну, ты сходи в гости, да? Блять, ну-ка, не храпи.
Unmistakable scent of alcoholism. Did you walk through their doors as I did, or did they collect you off the streets?
Открывай, голова.
Truncheon, not the typical tool for a nurse.
Смотровая комната. Тут, по-моему, Ватсон чилить должен. Что за, блядь, туалет нахуй.
There's the guest room. I wonder if Watson was able to speak to Gygax. I'd rather not sit in this chair ever again. This sedative worked faster than I expected. Perhaps I ought to train myself. Build up a tolerance. Any chemist would envy the quality of this equipment. The final product, ready to cure madness, or to push one deeper into its grasp. Raw materials used to formulate medicine. With this equipment, they can create any type of medication. Very sturdy. I might borrow it.
Хорошо, блядь, пришел напиздить нахуй себе медикаментов. Я понял. Молодой, здорово. Я не понял, чё я дико...
It sounds sinister, even for a place like this. I wonder if there are more frogs in the pond. What was that? Someone there?
Ничего страшного, ничего страшного.
I'm sure I heard something.
Так.
Who's there? Show yourself. Hey, what are you doing?
Ну, типа, ладно, не надо было податься мне на глаза. Хорошо. О, здоровье, дуинг. Въебать ему надо было по голове, блядь. Чем мне будет да потяжелее. Мгм.
You there! I command you to free me at once.
I'm not sure that's a great idea at the moment.
Dare you deny me? I must have my revenge against the lickspittles upstairs.
Fortunately for you, I'm here to stop the very same people.
You are?
Indeed. But first, I must discover all I can about this institution. Tell me, have you witnessed the arrival of any foreign patients?
Tell me? The gall, the impertinence to bark such orders.
Please, we don't have time for this.
Do you know with whom you speak?
Знаете,
I'm the great Napoleon.
Napoleon Bonaparte?
The one and only. Emperor of the French, first consul of the Republic, leader of La Grande Armée. Once I am free and have exacted my revenge against the guards who ridicule me, I shall rest happy in the arms of my beloved Josephine.
Right. Well, I will leave you to your scheming, Emperor.
Император, блядь.
My heart
Исполняй
is
же,
lost,
Голованов.
I disdain all glittering gold. There is nothing can console me but my jolly sailor bold.
И вообще плохо. Опа. Это, блядь, мой клиент, кстати. На секундочку так. Голова. Собирайся нахуй. Мы сейчас будем скоро уходить. Блять, туда бы сходить еще, конечно. А ну мы сейчас сходим наверх, да? Они все суки
This
психопаты.
photo was damaged, seemingly by oil. I can make out the names listed here. Cooking grease. Is this the kitchen dumbwaiter?
А, это тупик кухонный, нихуя себе. Я такой же хочу себе, кстати. Из кухни сразу в комнату, нахуй. Якс. Сдык. Пошел, погнал нахуй дальше. Ебашить работать, нахуй.
Speech and the Cerebellum by S.A. Becker.
Беккер.
A painting in a mental institution. Vogel would be delighted.
Как это мы уже видели.
John Sallow, the Tulpa phenomenon. I'm somewhat of an expert already. R.G. Hill, Dr. Connolly. It appears that all the psychiatric classics were banished here.
Я думаю, знаешь что? Давай-ка, знаешь, как сделаем? Сделаем вот так. И вот так, наверное. Пойдет, так лучше будет. Сука, что за гранатомет, блять?
Tubes of varying diameters. Interesting. A certificate of appreciation from the municipal councillor to Professor Becker for contributions to the development of medicine in Interlaken. A simple toolbox, yet capable of repairing anything.
Бокс, блядь. Спасибо большое.
I suppose the reception will be guarded anyway. Darn. No way I can get past him without being noticed.
Вот ебани ему по затылку.
What was that? Is someone there?
Так. Это мы где нашли? А это... О. Так, о чем идет речь? Мне интересно. В блоке Б. Блок Б. Где на нем натыкался? Блок А. А блок Б где? Я видел. Ну, Б, наверное, вон. Блять, а как его минусануть? Он же мне мешается. Так. Препятствие. Трубки кладовые, да?
This should suffice.
Так, трубка. Трубка готова к использованию. Давай начнем время пострелять. А, между лопаток ему, да? Отдыхай, молодой. Нихуя себе. Он в эту трубу, блядь, выдул шприц, блядь, железный. Блядь, вот такой нахуй. Вы чё, ебать? Ему надо было тогда не такую трубку брать, а вот такую нахуй сейчас. Вот такую надо было брать тогда. Блядь, как взял нахуй, как дунул, блядь. Это было бы, да. Ебу, блядь.
This should be enough to avoid unwanted attention.
Халатик подогнали нам. Бесплатные по скидону. Записки с лягушками, блядь, это загадка какая-то, что ли?
Manufactured and packaged here.
Да.
This is the same narcotic substance that we found in London.
Go away, or I will tear your lips from your skull with my fingernails.
Miss,
I'll gouge your eyes out and cut off your hands, just like you did to Heidi.
I am quite certain you would, but I'm afraid you have me mistaken for someone else. So, I take it your name is Gerda? Who is Heidi?
You talk strange.
Ника, привет.
To Hell's Door, aren't you? To where those other funny talkers finally shut up?
Hell's Door? To what do you refer?
Only Heidi had answers. Go away, pig!
I
said go, or you will spend your last moments on Earth screaming. This door won't stop me.
The killer swapped Timothy's pills for cyanide. The faint almond scent is unmistakable. The murderer used his left hand to kill Hannah with a brick.
Ну, правильно. Ликс, здорово, брат, здорово. В смысле, день, ночь, ночь была уже, брат, ты чё?
The killer was strong enough and the bathtub deep enough to drown poor Lucy. So you're Heidi. I didn't realize I was on haunted doll watch. Good lord, how unsettling. The damage seems intentional. The garments of several dozen people at least. Fabric burnt in the furnace. A jalabia, a traditional garment from northern Africa.
Да, не очень негров жгут. Осуждаем такое, если что. Пьяные нахуй здесь в натуре. Какую хуйню пишут.
So this is how they kept the prisoners docile and harmless. An orthodox reliquary commonly found in Eastern Europe, now in a cell halfway up the Alps. This stretcher was disinfected frequently.
Даня, здорово.
These are the same crates we found in London. I should take a closer look. The kidnappers even provided airflow. How generous. doubt that one could survive such a journey with this little water. Dirt and sweat. They were locked in here for days, judging by the smell.
Я видел, брат, видал.
This is the same design as the one from London. This trip was prolonged and perilous.
Царапали.
A bottle this sturdy doesn't break by accident. Substantial blood loss. One poor soul found another way out.
Я понял, про что ты, брат.
The stamp on this crate confirms it came from America. That's quite a distance to travel. The doors can be opened for deliveries. The doors can be opened for deliveries.
И вот это еще одна зацепочки, да? Вот это я что-то упустил, наверное. Угу. Переехал. Красавчик, брат. Так. Давай посмотрим. Это возможно. Ну да, вот здесь ошибочка. Сука. Дрочь его, блядь. Все-таки вот так было.
The carriages were back through these doors, and they began to unload their cargo in secret. Next, the crates were opened, freeing their passengers. Not everyone survived the journey. The dirty, exhausted, and dehydrated prisoners were then herded into cells. But all the cells are now empty, and I have not located a morgue. Time to find Hell's Door.
Братка, все здесь в порядке. Давай сейчас покурю, приду. Так, все, я тут. Так.
I will make them pay for what they did to Heidi.
I believe I have found your friend.
Heidi! Oh, poor girl. What did they do to you?
Shh. It's all right, Al. Everything will be all right.
Please, Gerda, now I have found Heidi, I need some help from you in return.
Shh, Heidi. We should thank the man, don't you think?
Tell me all you know about those funny-talking people.
We'd hear their screams. The guards would take them down the corridor behind you and they'd disappear. And the screams would stop.
Professor Gygax seems to rule this facility with an iron fist. Do you know anything about her?
She's sick. She did nasty things to us. Separated me and Heidi just for fun. Before she got here, this place was all right.
How did you end up in Block B?
The nurses say I'm prone to violent outbursts, but they're wrong. I just do what Heidi tells me.
Have you ever met Professor Becker?
I remember him. He was in charge here before that witch Gygax. But I haven't heard his voice
Ведьмака,
in a long
нахуй.
time.
Отсылка, ебать.
He was nice.
I shall leave you two to get reacquainted.
Рядом с черным входом, блять. Вопрос, где черный вход? Так, ну сюда я не могу проходить, это понятно. Да тоже. Блять, ну... Опа.
Scratches. Something has been moved through here. This seems to be a locking mechanism. The whole thing must be a door.
Make them pay for what they did to Heidi.
I found Hell's door, the one that made the foreigners silent, remember? How do I open it? Gerda, please, I cannot get inside. You have to tell me how to open it.
How can you speak to me like nothing's wrong?
Крис, как дела?
Heidi crying? Look. We will fix you. I promise. We will fix you.
Leave it with me, Gerda.
Нормально. Пошла в ДБДшку. Понял. Мы тоже скоро бахнем. Где-нибудь. Ну, часика, наверное, 3 сейчас постримим. Часиков в 11, может быть, подрубим. Пыльца, нитки, клей, гвозди. Так, нитки сюда. Углицы сюда. Так.
You're going to be good as new. Stay with me, Heidi. I can't lose you again.
Так, ладно. Клей и гвозди, да? Если вернуться назад и поискать где-нибудь там. Да. Почему?
Will this help fix your friend?
Give it to me.
How is she feeling?
Everything will be all right, Heidi. Everything.
Gerda, I have a couple of questions.
Yes,
Dirty little mouth, Gerda. You've said enough already.
Ой, блядь.
No more. Now it's only Heidi. You helped me, and I didn't cut out your eyes. So we're even. Now go!
Heidi, there are things I need some clarity on.
Ask if you dare, but if I get bored, there will be consequences.
Я себе струя.
For us. What?
Heidi,
Да схуяли. Че башку мне ебешь?
Heidi,
Вот это надо. Да схуяли нет. Обоснуй, сука. Ну это точно не хуй спрашивать, да?
Heidi,
Что спрашивать тогда у тебя надо?
Heidi,
Ебать, пьяная нахуй. Нахуй вообще куклу сюда добавили, нахуй не орет.
Heidi. Heidi.
Hellstorm? Never heard of it.
Пиздишь косая.
You're so dull.
Я въебу сейчас тебе, нахуй. Я сейчас вытащу, блядь, гвозди с твоей головы, тварь.
Heidi. Heidi. Heidi.
Он ебет башку мне, отвечаю. Сука.
Heidi. I found Hell's Door.
You're so dull. Look.
Ну, пьяная нахуй.
I
Нет, нет. Тоже нет. Тоже нет.
You're so dull.
Ты чмо ебаная, понятно, тварь, блядь. Паскуда, ты же, сука, блядь, с ума сведешь, блядь. Животное безобразное, блядь.
You're so dull.
Ты пошла, ты...
Heidi. I. That's not true. You, Gerda, told me that Hell's Door makes people silent.
And you believe that snotty little girl? I'll personally ensure that she never dares to speak again.
Блядь, хуйня грибовая. Нет. Вот.
Your teeth will make a fun. What?
Тварь.
Hi.
Безобразная. Ебет голову мне. В натуре.
That's
А какой же ластовый это тогда? Бля,
Stay here, Heidi.
сука. Да я не хотел останавливаться.
I
Бля. Нет. Блять, по-моему, не это. Это точно нет. И не это, блять.
Professor Gygax hurt you repeatedly, scarred your body and mind. You are not protecting Hell's Door. You are
Ада,
simply
Ада,
afraid of
вонг.
the consequences were I to enter.
I could tap your teeth out with a hammer. and
Игра намекает, чтобы мы поиграли в ДБД. По-любому.
Then you would live the rest of your life in fear of Professor Gygax. I can make that feeling go away.
How?
I can stop her. But the key, Heidi, the key to Hell's Door is critical to stopping Professor Gygax. And I think you know where it is.
Tell him.
But you said
And now I say tell him.
the professor. She has a special key. Keeps it close and only brings it down when new people go through. Behind those closed doors, those people start to sing. Oh, they sing in so much pain.
Gygax. Of course. Thank you, Gerda. Heidi. I must leave.
Leave? You joke. Nobody leaves the Edelweiss. Now you will be with us forever.
Себе. У него рот какой-то, блядь. Пьяные нахуй. Угу. Эй, блядь, Наполеон, нахуй, ну-ка. Иди сюда, голова. Так. Ну-ка нахуй. Здесь это вор. Ну, братка, ну тут не совсем вор. No. Ну, блядь. Стоп. Тогда мне надо найти эту шляпу, блядь. А не дальше ли она будет? Так, что если...
Petter gouged at the wall, fighting for his life. Odds are he left scars on the killer too.
Угу. Кроме почти полный бак. Смотровая, да? Где у нас, блядь, смотровая-то?
The killer was limping, but Abigail couldn't escape. Well, it's clear that it was a multiple murderer. I'll send the profile to the police after we finish here.
Угу. Заглушки в стенах. В стенах. Заебись. Нормально. Спасибо, папаша. Наполеон?
At last, you came to your senses.
My humble apologies, Emperor.
Spare me your groveling, Englishman.
Of course, you are right as ever, for you see, time is of the essence. The royalists have risen again, and your darling Josephine needs you. Paris needs you.
Mon amour.
But the guards upstairs in reception stand in your way.
Ha! They will pose no problem for the likes of me. Merci, Englishman. When I return to Les Tuileries, I shall make you a general.
Oh, you are too kind, Emperor. Now go. Your freedom awaits.
I am coming, Josephine.
Ну ладно, сейчас ему напиздят теперь.
Psst. Watson, over here.
Holmes, what are you doing here, and where did you get that outfit?
It is unimportant. I require your assistance.
What is happening, Holmes? I need an explanation.
It's quite simple. I created a distraction so that I could tell you something important, and in turn, I need you to acquire something important for me.
How can you call any of this charade simple?
Watson, we can discuss this later. Time is of the utmost importance. The kidnapped people may still be here. This is what I know so far.
What? You really found all this on your own?
Focus, Watson. I need you to find a key. It will be most unique. All the details are in my notes. Logic dictates that Gygax will keep it near her. Once acquired, you must get it to me. Perhaps the kitchen dumbwaiter could be of use.
Holmes, I can't do this. I'm no spy.
Yes, you can, Watson. You are unfailingly dependable.
Симулятор диалога, вора.
Watson. Visitors are not permitted back here.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Kuntz. After the war, my nerves, I fled all that commotion.
It is nothing. A patient attempted to escape. He will not get far. Now, if you would like to follow me.
Ну, блядь, сука, ты сейчас допиздишься нахуй.
Blood in the water. Someone must have washed their hands here recently. What have we got ourselves into, Holmes?
Ты ему комнату выделили, охуеть.
The only reason to hang something this harrowing here would be to create another patient.
Нормально, нормально. Вот ебать того пиздют нахуй, этот ебать. Хату выделили. О, одобряем сюда. Понадобится, понадобится. Сейчас будет перестрелка в вестерне нахуй. Сейчас мы будем шманять. Доставай ствол. Да. Пиздишь, хуякс, получил пулю нахуй в лоб. Директора.
Ah, Dr. Watson. Just the man I wanted to see.
Professor, I'm surprised you're not trying to catch that escapee.
Please, my time is far too valuable. I hope Nurse Kuntz has been taking good care of you.
He has certainly kept me out of trouble.
Professor, it is time for your appointment with your next patient, Mr. Wolf.
Wolf,
You
no.
can wait until tomorrow. I wish to speak with Dr. Watson.
As you wish.
You still see patients yourself, even as the director of this entire facility?
Only the important ones. And yet I rarely get to pick the brain of a man like yourself.
Я же руки понял.
No?
I'm afraid there's not much to know.
Ты пьяный нахуй, когда ты что хуйню говоришь?
Living a rather prosaic life these
Сейчас люди, которые будут заходить на стрим, ебать, будут представлять это так, типа, вы смотрите стрим, а я, ебать, ты че у вас стволом, нахуй?
I'm a physician in search of a stimulating career. I have patients, yes, but admittedly, I'm more interested in the cutting edge of medical research. So when I read about the Black Edelweiss and your work on the healing of minds, I simply had to learn more.
I suppose my Edelweiss was always destined to attract other curious minds. But before we continue, I want you to understand one thing. A broken mind can never be truly healed.
Ah, I see. So, what exactly do you do here?
It is simple. If you cannot fix a person's nature, you must force them to forget it.
Surely there are other methods of treatment.
How naive. You remind me of a man I once knew, Professor Becker. But we do not speak of him anymore.
A colleague?
The former director here. One day he realized that Edelweiss had outgrown him and had to leave his house. You grow weary of me already, Doctor?
How rude of me. I was absorbing your wise words, Professor, and must have got distracted.
Was my conversation boring you?
No, not at all. I merely...
No. I understand full well. You're not seeking conversation.
What do you mean?
It is obvious. Your mind craves truth, but not in this form. You must witness a practical demonstration if you are to learn.
I'm certainly intrigued. Would that be possible?
Of course. I propose a journey between the jury of the human brain. You will not leave without being truly enlightened. Kuntz, take Dr. Watson back to the courtyard. Then tell the nurses to prepare the operation room and the girl with the doll.
Yes, Professor.
Пизда, короче,
Will
ей.
take a little time. I will come for you soon, Doctor.
Так, ключ мы нахуй нихуя не достали. Нас стали нахуй.
I hope everything is to your liking, Dr. Watson.
Сука. Так, тупик нахуя нам? Хорошо, ладно. О, сука, мышь пробежала. Ты хули, блядь, мышей не ловишь, нахуй? Мыши бегают, блядь, пьяная.
Looks dusty but functional.
Oh, we never use that. I think it connects somewhere downstairs.
Что у вас тут происходит, блядь? Ладно, я-то иду похавать. Давай, приятного аппетитка. Настюх, привет. Ты голова. Я, знаешь, что вчера не наблюдал? Тебя. Это что за история такая? Ну что, я тебе напишу потом в Дискорде, поругаюсь на тебя нахуй.
This area is off limits. A patient has escaped.
Как дела, Настюх?
Good lord, that's a lot of records. photograph seems recent. A commemorative photo album. Been a while since I've been in one of these. Miss?
I hear them scratching. Don't you hear it?
Ну, мы это, в Discord, если что.
Son, he's such a sweet boy. Give it to me. No, I don't want to. Why not?
Так,
Minor birds, if I'm not mistaken. Beautiful creatures. Sad that they're caged here.
давайте пойдем покурим. И сейчас я вернусь. Все, я вернулся. Брат, ну, да, ты почти угадал. Меня бабайка похитил. Так, на чем мы там остановились?
I don't want to card block me tonight.
Вульф, это ты, блядь?
That's rude, and I'm not. You're lying.
A visitor? No, no, you shouldn't have come here.
Я, блядь, Вульф какой-то.
Happened to meet him. Tell him I'm here.
You are Mr. Wolf, am I right?
Hello? Who might you be?
My name is Dr. John Watson. I wanted to talk with you, if you didn't mind.
Ah, doctor. I don't suppose you could help. I seem to have forgotten where I am.
We're in the Black Edelweiss, Mr. Wolf. It's an asylum in Switzerland, and you are one of its most important patients.
But why am I here?
That's what I was about to ask you.
I can't remember. Sorry, I can't remember anything.
It's all right, you don't need to push. Try to relax. Let the thoughts come and go. Now, what comes to mind? Mr. Wolf?
Oh, hello? Who might you be?
We just went over this.
I'm sorry, but I don't think we've met.
We were just discussing this facility, the Black Edelweiss Asylum, and why you are here.
That name does sound familiar.
Holmes, the things I do for you.
Excuse me, who are you? And who's this Holmes fellow?
I am Dr. Watson, and Holmes is, well, you could call him my imaginary friend. That's just a little joke, don't mind me.
But why am I here, doctor? Am I sick?
I'm sure I can take a look. Gygax do to you?
Excuse me? Who are you?
Oh, never mind.
Дашка, доброе утро, брат, доброе.
Hello again. You won't remember me, but we've met before.
Как ты, Дашка, брат?
I'm John Watson, and you are Professor Becker. You were the previous director of this facility, the Black Edelweiss.
Professor, really? Actually, that name does sound familiar. Wait. Let me write it down. I try to recall memories through writing, but they always feel just out of reach.
As a matter of fact, I have more for you to jot down.
Oh, yes. Yes, please, anything.
Professor Gygax did this to you. She made you forget everything, even who you are. But we will play a trick on her. We will write a letter so that she learns her lesson. Put down what I dictate. Dear Professor Gygax, I bitterly regret that I let my beautiful alpine flower fall under your influence. I see now that you never deserved to sit as the director of the Black Edelweiss. You are not, as you so claimed, the future of the Edelweiss, and you never were. And by the time you make it to my cell, the police will already know the truth of how you came to be director of this asylum. Signed, Professor Becker.
There. It's done. Now, hold on a minute. Who are you?
My name is John Watson. I'm a doctor from London, a veteran of Afghanistan, and I wish to be a writer, though deep down I fear I lack the talent. And presently I'm risking my life to help my brilliant detective flatmate in the pursuit of a cult of kidnappers, even as I fear it may destroy him. I'm tired and hungry, and I have not had a good bath in weeks, and yet despite it all, I feel alive. Any more questions?
Good heavens, sir. You're as mad as they come.
Сказал мне сумасшедший, нахуй. Вон туда мне надо, к тому мужику, погнали. Hello?
Asked me to deliver this note. It's for Professor Gygax.
Thank you, Doctor. Leave it with me.
Unbelievable. Kunz, with me.
Это ножик по-любому. Ключ это нож, скорее всего. Хорошая сумма. Мал, братка. Здорово, здорово.
Close, but I don't think this is the key. This is too small to be what Holmes asked for.
Братка, нам бы с тобой в Дискорде звониться. Да, ты поболтать хотел там по поводу одной темы. Сука, блядь, здесь что последнее? Ага. Вот ключ, наверное, да? Сейчас давай. Давай. Роутер, брат, здорово, здорово. Сейчас я... Так, все, я здесь. Загадок больше не будет, так что мы продолжаем. Так, что у нас там, на чем мы остановились, да? Мы нашли ключ. Мы нашли ключ. Нам надо отнести... Бля, а что у нас с письмом? Ну так мы это же сделали. А.
Nothing special about this.
Странно. Хорошо, ладно. Пойдем отнесем ключ. Так, это выход. Это кабинет. Да, с другой стороны, что ли?
Oh, hello. Who might you be?
Don't try to fool me, Becker. I saw your letter written by your own hand.
That name does sound familiar. Is it mine, you say?
Nice try. What else did you
Nice
recall?
try.
Silence won't help you. Fine. I'm not taking any chances. How about I cut open your brain again? Third time's a charm. Yeah?
Сука, а как, где этот-то, блядь? А, здесь, наверное. Так, это выход, да?
Sealed tight. I can't
Я
exit the
понял.
subway.
Нихуя себе здесь, блядь. Докинул. Не знаю, мне... Вот больше всего мне нравится Фредди, блядь, очень охуенно.
Gone. Phonetic symbols, perhaps.
Да нету, почему? Интересно, здесь такая хуйня, блядь, была, это пиздец, криповая. Там кукла разговаривала, ебать.
The tooth of an adult male
Прикольная игрушка.
lost in a beating. Only a couple of days old. The inside of the cuff is worn. It's been used often.
Понял, брат.
A wax cylinder. There is something recorded on it.
Ладно, закончили. Они нахуй, давай без заклинаний, ладно? Бля, дебил нахуй. Ёбаный виджин нахуй. Голову, блядь, забыли ему передать. Давай, братка, спасибо, спасибо. Иди отдыхай немножко. Да, мы сейчас тоже скоро в ДБД пойдем. Еще полчасика, наверное, пойдем в ДБД. Сука, ёбаные уши, блядь.
Looks as if it's been recently used.
Я, блядь, включил ее, ёб твою мать. Да все, блядь, остановись. Один хуй толком не понял, ни пизды.
Dynamo machine provides electrical stimulation for the person in the chair. Full grain leather straps, impossible to escape. A very professional brain dissection.
Понял, понял. Так, сейчас. Секундочку. Сейчас мы пересмотрим. Моментик один небольшой. Сука. Я здесь, сорян. Нету, независимо. Мы просто пересматривали там по поводу вчерашних как голосований. Вот. Так что все нормально. Туда не хочу пока.
The spell. Judging by the remnants of blood and flesh, these instruments were used for dismemberment. Dear God, is that body parts? Utterly inhuman.
Ну, идем дальше.
Get out of my head!
Да, блять, Хаттабыч нахуй.
Please, no more. Stop it, Watson, John, somebody.
Джон это в той части его этот как его воображаемый друг, короче.
Behold. The light of the abyss is the light from the abyss. Get out of my head.
Сука, он сидит здесь, сатана ебаная. Ебаный клоун.
A hydraulic elevator? How ingenious. Watson?
Holmes,
What are you still doing here?
still? I was trying to find more information. Did you think I was just going to sit in my room twiddling my thumbs?
I only asked you to find the key. I had everything else under control.
Says the man who looks like he saw a ghost.
I'm fine, Watson.
You're hardly fine. You reek of congealed blood and chemicals. What did you see down there?
Never mind me. Where's Gygax?
I'm afraid she's over there. I found her like that when I entered, on my word.
What? She was our biggest lead.
Yet another wrinkle in our investigation. What do we do now, Holmes?
Hush. Let me think.
Кто-то ей вхуярил ручку, да? А, я знаю, кто, ёпта. Куда ее нахуй?
How did it end up here? The patients here wear the same robes. The pencil is buried deep all the way to the brain. Instant death. No traces of blood on her clothes. Must have got on her white overcoat.
We'd better inform the local police about this.
You're right, Watson. But first, we need to determine where our case goes next.
Голова, чтобы не болела, да? Что-то появилось, да? Со скорбинку, нахуй. Ебать. США, нахуй. Умеешь ебать, все, хуйня, давай по новой. Ёбаный товар, блядь. Поехали, хули.
Got what we needed, Watson. This conspiracy reaches further than we thought. I don't suppose you've ever been to New Orleans?
You are joking.
I seldom do. Let's go. There's no time to waste. There's nothing in this world that cannot be explained with logic and reason. Nothing in this world.
Holmes? You seem troubled.
I'm not troubled, Watson. I am preoccupied.
That place was awful. Inhumane. It would be natural to experience some feelings of shock or fear.
Should you see me cracking, John, I must ask you to intervene.
Nothing compels us to pursue this matter further, Sherlock. We can return to London, report what we have discovered. Let more capable hands take over.
Alas, there are no such hands. Were we to abandon our quest now, I fear no other would succeed in our stead.
We know nothing of what awaits, what dangers lurk in the darkness.
Nonsense. We draw nearer to New Orleans with every passing minute, and thus closer to the answers we seek. Those answers, for all their perversity and improbability, will, nevertheless, be the work of men. And that is a work I have studied well.
So be it.
I know you to be a diligent author, but if I may make one request. Kindly omit my mother from your tale.
Of course.
Пьяный нахуй. Под спайсом хуярит молодой, бегает, ищет нахуй. Ну когда когда спайс ебашит, там мир совсем другими глазами нахуй открывается. Там улики сразу искать проще нахуй.
Ah, Holmes. After our trip to nippy Switzerland, I can certainly use some of this New World heat.
Do not get carried away, Watson. What we could certainly use are answers to my questions.
I know, but you look exhausted. Why didn't we find the hotel first?
We shall rest when our investigation is over, and not a moment sooner. I shall ask you to handle our bags while I search for the bank.
As you wish. Oi! Stop it, you! Our luggage!
Лис, здорово, здорово, брат.
That's my stuff.
I'm sorry, mister. It was an accident.
Драгоценности у нас, да? Я понял. Так, ну чё? Давайте заканчивать, да, наверное, потихонечку. И пойдемте играть в ДБД. Вот. Весик 3 ДБД постримим, вечерком еще стрим будет. Я пока раз сейчас быстренько перекушу и продолжим. Так, ребят, все. Всем спасибо, кто смотрел. Давайте, жду вас в DBD на стриме. Всё. Всех обнял, поднял.